Nigerian NEPA, this is becoming a big threat now. Because I see no reason why my recharge, within a week, 10,000 naira is gone. What's going on? David, please come.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the last time I recharged this light?
Yes, sir.
When?
I think last week.
Last week.
You recharged 10,000.
Last week. Yes. And the light has finished.
Yes.
This morning. Last week to this morning. Today is what?
Saturday.
Today is on the 13th. You can imagine, what's really going on? Why are we going in this country? Why are we going? Waiting be all this nonsense gone. Waiting be all this rubbish. Whenever they do. Waiting be all this one. Fuel, we not fit buy fuel. Light, we not fit buy. We not fit buy light. Ṣé o gbé yẹn ṣí ere ni? Ṣé government ní ìjà wèrè ni? Ayé fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. Èwo ni gbogbo òṣìkọ́ tẹ̀ ń fún wa? Ẹgbẹ́ akúrò látòrí iná tàn lẹ́sọ̀ pé ẹgbẹ́ aṣọ́dì ban A. Now see, to buy 5,000 naira light, you'll be giving me 20 units from 75 units. Are you people mad or what? Ṣé wine wà nílùú yìí ni? Tinubu.
You see, 71,000 never full my tank. 71,000 naira never full my tank. 72,000 tank never full. 73,000 tank never full. 74,000 tank never full. 75,000. If you reach 80,000, stop. If you reach 80,000, stop. For which motor? No be jeep, oh. No be jeep. No be jeep with this, oh. Another still problem. You see, I'm 80,000 naira for this Lexus. 80,000 naira. Tank no full, oh. Tank no full. Tinubu, I hope you dey see am. Tinubu, I hope you dey see am. No wahala.
This is not funny. This is really not funny. Nigerians are suffering. Look at this man begging Bola Ahmed Tinubu. With due respect, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, return our country economy back to how you met it. Imagine someone paying for NEPA 10,000 naira in a week. 10,000 naira in a week. I guess these will be people that are in band A. 10,000 naira in a week. In a month, that will be giving us roughly 50,000 naira. And now, let's take a look at this scenario. You paid for NEPA bill 50,000 naira in a month. 50,000 naira or 40,000 naira, depending on the month. Now, if you paid 50,000 naira for electricity, you go to the filling station to buy fuel. Let's say you are the type that is riding that Lexus I showed before. From the video we watched earlier, we saw that 80,000 naira couldn't fuel this Lexus. But let's just assume that 80,000 naira fueled this Lexus. Now, you have a house where you paid for the NEPA bill at the cost of 50,000 naira. Now, you are fueling your tank at the cost of 80,000 naira. That is how much? 130,000 naira. And you have family. You have occasions that you attend. How much is the minimum wage in Nigeria here? How much is a professor earning in Nigeria? Can a professor who earns 400,000 naira be able to afford this type of life, let alone other people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Depending on wherever you're watching us from, you're welcome to BMS channel. I want to begin by asking a question. Are we ready to change this country to be better? Because I have not seen any atom of readiness in Nigerians. If we are serious, I don't think that anyone will attend APC rally. I don't think. There was a protest tagged End Bad Governance, and many didn't come out. By then, a liter of fuel was being sold at the cost of 950 naira, or even within 8 something you get a liter of fuel. But today, everyone is buying 1314. Today, Sowore is also back in Nigeria and he was arrested, though they have detained him And he has so many things to tell Nigerians what happened at the immigration when he entered Nigeria. What's Sowore?
Treason, these bogus offenses of treason. But that is not our focus. Our focus is that we have a country to liberate and a people to save. So whatever offenses are thrown our way, it should not discourage us. It's up to the people to determine what constitutes the offense of treason. And in this situation, it is the Tinubu regime that is committing treason. And I must say to you also that in 1994, Tinubu was accused of treason. If you remember, when he was accused of bombing a Jibo depot by Abacha. So that was why he left Nigeria on exile. But in our own case, we are not going to go on exile simply because the government is afraid of placards.
Well, you were presidential candidate in 2023 on the platform of the African Action Congress. President Tinubu has now said, look, there's a government to run. Politics is over. All the things that Nigerians are experiencing, these things are inevitable. Hard choices have to be made. And the Nigerians should be ready to make sacrifices. But, some of you are still acting as if the election is still on.
Well,
so why?
We're not running an election. They never even had an election in the first place. But that's a conversation for another day. What we're saying is that the issue on ground is existential. And everybody's talking. Even the other day, I saw some elders, including the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, who went to Tinubu and said we should bring about a new constitution, which is one of our demands, by the way. We talked about minimum wage. We talked about wastage in government. So you're asking people to tighten their belt, that they should just tarry a little. But you are there buying yourself a private jet of $150 million. You are renovating homes of your VP for $21 billion. Everybody in the Senate and everybody in the National Assembly got an SUV that cost $150,000 each. I mean, are Nigerians foolish not to understand that this is just a ruse? And that is why I coined the word, I think yesterday, that the government is no longer practicing democracy but orisacracy, which is government of rice, ruse and rice. Any problem in Nigeria, give them rice. Flood in Maiduguri, send them rice. Education problem, send them rice. People are sick, send them rice. Rice is, botanical name of rice is the Oryza sativa. So that is where we are. And the government has become a joke. And that brings us back to the conversation about treason. You're a lawyer. I don't need to remind you of that. And I'm sure that if you were sitting in court representing an accused person, and this a person that's accused of treason for carrying placards, you must look at the prosecutor and wonder whether he went to law school.
Well, I know that lawyers are part of the problem. Yeah. But, okay, they've given you back your passport. They've released you. Did they ask you to report again tomorrow morning? Because giving your passport does not mean anything. You can be asked to start reporting every day until the matter is decided. What did they say to you?
They just came to me and said, we were looking for, because I tweeted while I was waiting, while I was sitting in their office, that I'm now in detention and they've seized my passport. And they said, we're looking if you have a waiver for the watch list. I said, what's the waiver for watch list? And another 10 minutes later, they came and said, we resolved the issue. You can have your passport back now. And some of them actually nicely escorted me to get my bags. But by the time I got to the bag section, one of my bags had gone missing. So we're still looking for the bag as we speak.
Your bags disappeared?
Yeah, the biggest bag I brought had disappeared.
But the ones you got, did they open them?
I don't know because I didn't lock them, but I'm just hoping that they're not trying to play funny with the bags. But I reported that to the airline because every bag that comes through the U.S. airline, United Airlines, you have a tracking on it. And the tracking showed that it went on the carousel to where I should pick it up, but I can't find the bag as we speak. Well, I'm just hoping that nobody will go and plant anything funny inside my bag.
Okay, but for now you are free.
Yeah.
They're giving you your passport and... you have no fear that when you step out of the studio, they will rearrest you.
Even if they do, this, I'm not a stranger to them, and we'll resolve that when we get there.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Omoyele Sowore, presidential candidate of the African Action Congress and a human rights activist. We take a short break now, and we will return in a moment. Stay with us. The program.